Welcome to the PLZ Soccer Show. Barry Ferguson and Alan Ruffer with me, Peter Martin. Delighted to have your company. The countdown to Alex McLeish's second stint as Scotland manager continues with this friendly coming up on Friday against Costa Rica. We're trying to second guess what the team would be, and over and above that, get a gauge of how the camp is feeling. Lee McCulloch was having a chat today, your old mate Barry, talking about the fact that Alex McLeish will excite the Scotland crowd second time around.
I'm hopeful he does. It's a good appointment for Scotland. I think first and foremost Alec will come in and just make sure they're solid, don't commit too many goals. But I look at the squad and I've got to be honest with you, I'm excited about it. I think there's a lot of good players, especially in the midfield area. We're very, very strong, a lot of competition for places. And also some exciting young players going forward in the wide areas. So I think it's a good time to be the national manager, and I'm sure Alex looking forward to these next, not just this game coming up on Friday, but the next 4 games before the nitty-gritty starts. Yeah,
I think the key over the 4 games, Ruffy, is that Alex McLeish will gauge some of the players, how they're reacting to certain formations, who looks rock solid. I mean, you think maybe if he could get a couple each game would be doing well?
No, I think we start off this campaign with 5 certainties. Guys we know who have done it, the Tierneys, the Robertsons, obviously Craig Gordon if he comes back again. But again, it's the midfield, the new young guys, and I think the good thing about it is we all keep hearing about these young guys that we don't see day to day, obviously because they're playing down in England. They've all been talked up, and if they're as good as what everybody's saying they are, we're on to a winner. And I hope personally they all go out and they all put in a good shift. You're right, we've got 4 games before the campaign starts, and I think if the new ones, if they could establish themselves in the team, and Alec will know exactly the ones that are doing particularly well. I hope they all do well, but you can start filling the places in the jigsaw. Yeah.
Okay, never mind filling the places in the jigsaw. We're going to try and fill the stadium. Are you worried that it may be half empty? Yeah,
as a footballer you want a good atmosphere. I really hope they do have structured the tickets. There's nothing worse than seeing people just splattered all over the stadium. It looks horrible. If they're really organised, they can segregate it into maybe the bottom tier, or everybody's in together. And I think the players would respond to that more than the supporters just all over the place. But you just have to get on with it. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep, getting a bit of a response coming up on Facebook Live and Twitter as well, Barry. I put together a possible starting 11. Niall, who's talking to us on Facebook, says, what's your starting 11 going to be? If you have a look at the starting 11 that I put up there, obviously I had Christie out in the left, but he's going to move in just behind maybe Oliver McBurney. What's your starting 11?
Yep, I like to look at your starting 11. I wouldn't disagree with it. As I said previously, I think we're really strong in midfield. I think Alec McLeish knows what McGregor and McGinn can do. I don't think they'll start. I think the middle 3, McTominay, McDonald and Kearney, look very, very good. So it'll be interesting to see how they do. But I would change probably one. I would put Murphy in for Christie. I think Murphy's done really well since he's come up for Brighton. He's probably Rangers' best player since the turn of the year, since he's signed. So I'd probably make that one change. So I'm looking forward to see how these guys handle it, because if you look at the squad and you look at the team that you've picked, a lot of them are very good club form, but it's different when you get into international. It's a different ball game. So I'll be interested to see how they handle it. But I'm hopeful that certainly the squad and the team can do it, because they're all good players.
I've got one here, and we're going to talk about it a wee bit later. I'm trying to get his name. I can't quite read it there, but basically it's a nice message saying they're looking forward to seeing you playing in the Rangers Legends match. We're going to talk to you about that a little later on, just because you're looking lean, mean, and a fighting machine. The big question is, have the old legs gone? That's the question we'll be asking shortly, Ruffy, about Barry in that Legends match. And there are a few very special Rangers players getting back together at Ibrox on Saturday afternoon. From the Scotland, remember that's just a guess, the team that we've put up there. You might have your own idea of what the starting 11 will be. Let's switch our attention to some of the things that are happening domestically. Ruffy, Kilmarnock have just basically said, listen, Rangers, keep your hands off Steve Clarke. He's not going anywhere. Yeah,
as you would, you know, with the success that he's had this year, and obviously the owners don't want to lose him. I'm sure the players don't want to lose him either. But when a big club comes calling, you know, you obviously have, you know, where you want to go in your career, and no disrespect to Kilmarnock, but I think Stevie Clarke has got bigger teams out there that will be prepared to offer him a job, and if Rangers are the first ones to come along, then he would have to go and speak to them to see what's on hand.
Yeah. Will it take a bit of money?
Yeah, I think so. The only issue that if it's Rangers or another club, that the Rangers, the Kilmarnock owners got a bit of money, so I don't think they need the money as before. They were pretty much struggling, Kilmarnock. But the job that Steve Clarke's done, I'm not surprised that there is people saying about the Rangers job and about other jobs, because since he's come in, for me, he's done a fantastic job for where they were until they are now, finishing comfortably in the top 6. He's done an unbelievable job, and for me, he'll probably be up there in the manager of the year because of what he's done.
Now, here's the next question. It's a difficult one for you to answer, by the way, but obviously you know what's coming. Because quite simply, Walter Smith has been in the paper talking about the Rangers board need to make a big decision, whether it's Graham Murty for the future, for the next couple of years, or it's someone else. But he's basically said the board need to appoint someone, whether it's Murty or otherwise, that can stop Celtic winning 10 in a row. That is the key to all this. So I'm going to ask you the question, is Graham Murty the man to stop Celtic winning 10 in a row?
I did 2 weeks ago. I thought Rangers were in a very good run of form. Some excellent results, some excellent performances. I know people are going to say it's not, wasn't against like top teams, but you still got the results. I'm more disappointed, not just the Celtic game and the result. It was the game after it. I think that's the big one, the Kilmarnock game. And Saturday, I fully expected Rangers to go and get the 3 points, get a major reaction. So I'm disappointed at this moment in time. The Rangers board need to make a decision. I don't think it's fair. I think at this moment in time, if you're a manager, you're preparing to go and look at your recruitment for next season. But nobody knows what's happening. The board have not come out and told the most important people, and it's the fans that need to know. But it's going to be a difficult one to appoint Graham Murty. I'm actually looking at some of his interviews, and I'm not seeing the same Graham Murty as I did a couple of weeks ago. I know he's disappointed, but it looks to me he might be happy to go back into his former role, that being under-20s manager.
Yeah, you know what you did there? You did what I call it was a fantastic Barry Ferguson move. Looked that way, checked out of the run, thought about a square ball pass, and then ducked and dived it. Yes or no?
No, I don't think he will be the Rangers manager. Not because I don't think he is a good manager. He's done a good job. There's certainly been improvements since Graham Murty's took over. There's no doubt in my mind, and I think if you ask the vast majority of Rangers fans, since he took over for Pedro Caixinha, he has took the club forward. Yeah. But the main objective is for Rangers to challenge Celtic. I thought there was a major opportunity a couple of weeks ago. It didn't happen. But I keep looking about it. It's how you react to a defeat against your closest rivals, and Rangers didn't react well, and that's a worry for me.
Yep, Ruffy, I think now it's all about, first of all, how much money has that board got? What's their ambition? And is the ambition matched with money for a new manager, if indeed they get a new manager? Because we're now, I mean, I sensed a shift from Barry, and I think there's a shift across the country from Rangers fans on Graham Murty.
But that just shows you how crazy football is, Peter. You know, if Morales sticks that ball in the back of the net, it's 3 each. Rangers will be on a high. Obviously, the Kilmarnock result was a bad one. Just say for talking's sake, they did win that. He would still be on track in a lot of people's mind to be the manager. Yeah. And that just shows you, you know, how you've got to keep winning games, you know. And obviously, he thinks he's going to be second in the league. Rangers are going to be in Europe. So for most Rangers supporters, I don't think that would be a bad season from where they were. But you're right, the 2 games now have put doubt in, and once doubt goes into football, then people start throwing about names. And unfortunately for Rangers, I don't see many names. All I see is Steve Clark.
I think what Ruffy said is key. Financially, I don't think Rangers, if they are looking at somebody else, can go out and, if you're going to get a top manager, you need to be paying well over £1 million in salary. I don't think Rangers can afford that. I don't know what they're going to do. But I do, in the sense, I do like Graham Murty. I do think he's done a decent enough job. I think his recruitment in January has got to be applauded. I think he's brought in some really good players that will have a bright future at Rangers in the coming seasons.
Some of them have still got to commit, though. They are loan signings.
Yeah, that's an issue. Docherty obviously has come in, he's signed in a permanent deal. Murphy, who's been probably the best signing of Murty's reign, he's obviously in loan. So that's a concern to Rangers fans. The Rangers fans I speak to, the recruitment in January was all loans apart from Docherty.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they run out the last game of the season. What's going to happen? Is there going to be funds to go and bring these people in? But we don't know. Again, it's the fans that I feel for, because they don't really know what's going on in the background.
Yeah, okay. I think the straw that will break the camel's back on this one, Ruffy, is quite simply the Scottish Cup semi-final.
Yes, I think obviously we saw the fallout from the last Celtic game, with them going down to 10 men and Rangers not being able to win that one. But again, you know, if you knock that on your head and say, what happens if he wins it? And ends up in the final, winning a cup, and ends up second, and ends up in Europe.
Yeah. Do you think they'll win it?
No, I'm just saying that's how it works.
Yeah.
That's how the whole thing turns on its head, by winning games. And I think deep down he would think, if he was to achieve these things that I just said, he would think he should be the manager of Rangers.
Yeah. Okay. You can give us your view on that. Quite a lot of, and I think Louis has said Aberdeen versus Rangers final. Again, it's an opinion. Thanks for it. Lots of people offering us their opinion on Facebook. You can do at PLZ Soccer on Twitter and Facebook.com/PLZ Soccer as well. Okay, just before we finish, don't forget you can download the PLZ app. You'll get all the latest news right across Europe, the world, English and Scottish as well, latest breaking stories. What's the score going to be on Friday? Scotland, Costa Rica.
I think, because it's Alex's first game, there's a lot of debuts. I think Scotland will win the game. I know Costa Rica, I've got some good players who play at some top clubs, but I've just got a good feeling about this squad. I like to look at it. My only concern, as I've said the last week, is in the striking department. Lee Griffiths is a massive miss. I think he's the best striker we have by a country mile, but it's an opportunity for other guys to go and stake their claim, and it's a good opportunity for guys in the squad to go and prove that they can play at international level.
Yeah. So a win there, Ruffy?
Yep, I'm going to go for a 2-0 win for Scotland. I think the young boys have got something to prove, and I hope that they all put in a good performance and get many, many more caps.
Yep. Okay, but just not 53, because anybody that goes above 53, Ruffy is raging, by the way, let me tell you. Anyway, two of these guys here with 99 caps between them. That's the experience we have on the programme today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to download the app. You can get it in Google and also in the App Store as well. It'll keep you right up to date with what's happening across football. And also go to www.plzsoccer.com for all your latest news off your laptop or your main PC. Thank you very much to Barry and to Alan. From myself, Peter Martin. Thanks for watching.